The Flying Machine, based on the story by Ray Bradbury. In the year A.D. 400, the Emperor Yuan lived near the Great Wall of China. The land he ruled was green with rain. The country was at peace. His people were not too happy or too sad. Early in the year, a servant ran to Emperor Yuan. The servant cried, "Oh, Emperor, it is a miracle." "Let me guess," said the Emperor. "The sun has risen and a new day is here. Or the sea is blue. That is the finest of all miracles. Your Highness, a man is flying. I saw him in the air, flying with wings. It looked like a dragon in the heavens with a man in its mouth. But it was a dragon made of paper and bamboo." "You have just woken up from a dream," said the Emperor. "I have seen what I have seen," said the servant. "Come, and you will see it too." They walked across a field of grass, over a small bridge, and up a tiny hill. "There," said the servant, and in the sky, very high up, was a man. He was wearing bright papers and bamboo sticks that made wings and a beautiful tail. He was flying around like a large bird or a young dragon. The man called down to them, "I fly, I fly." The servant waved, "Yes, yes." The Emperor Yuan did not move. Instead, he looked at the Great Wall of China in the faraway hills. For many years, that wonderful wall had protected them from enemy armies and kept the peace. "Tell me," he said to his servant, "has anyone else seen this flying man?" "I am the only one, Your Highness," said the smiling servant. The Emperor watched another minute. Then he said, "Call him down to me." "Come down. The Emperor wishes to see you," called the servant. He had to shout. The flying man landed. He came proudly to the Emperor. Tripping over his outfit, the flyer bowed before the old man. "What have you done?" asked the Emperor. "I have flown in the sky, Your Highness," replied the man. "You have told me nothing at all." The Emperor reached out a hand to touch the pretty paper and the bird-like wings of the invention. "Is it not beautiful, Your Highness?" "Yes, too beautiful. It is the only one in the world," smiled the man. "And I am the inventor. Who else knows of this?" "No one, not even my wife. She thought I was making a kite. I rose in the night and walked to the cliffs far away. And when the morning breezes blew and the sun rose, I leapt from the cliff. I flew, but my wife does not know." "Good for her, then," said the Emperor. "Come along." They walked back to the great house. The Emperor, the servant, and the flyer paused within the huge garden. The Emperor clapped his hands. "Guards." The guards came running. "Hold this man, and call the executioner," said the Emperor. The executioner came running with a sharp silver axe. "What's this?" cried the flyer. "What have I done?" He began to cry. "Here's the man who has made a certain machine," said the Emperor. "Yet he does not know what he has created. He only wanted to create, without knowing why or what this thing will do." The Emperor turned to a nearby table. On it sat a machine that he himself had created. It looked like a garden of metal and jewels. The Emperor took a tiny golden key from around his neck. He put the key into the tiny machine and wound it up. The machine began to move. The birds sang in tiny metal trees. Wolves walked through little forests, and tiny people listened to the tiny birds. "Isn't it beautiful?" said the Emperor. "If you asked me what I have done here, I could answer you. I have made birds sing. I have made forests hum. I have set people to walking in this forest, enjoying the songs. That is what I have done." "But Emperor," cried the flyer. He dropped to his knees. "I have done the same thing. I have found beauty. I have soared like a bird. I cannot say how beautiful it is up there, in the sky, with the wind around me. The sky smells wonderful, and how free one feels. That is beautiful, Emperor." "Yes," said the Emperor sadly. "I know it must be true. I felt my heart move with you in the air. But there are times when one must lose a little beauty to save other beauty. I do not fear you, but I fear another man. Some other man will see you and build a thing of bright papers and bamboo like this. But the other man will have an evil face and an evil heart, and the beauty will be gone. It is this man I fear." Why, asked the flyer. "Someday such a man, in a machine like yours, might fly in the sky and drop huge stones upon the Great Wall of China," said the Emperor. No one moved or said a word. "Off with his head," said the Emperor. The executioner swung his silver axe. "Burn the kite and the inventor's body. Bury their ashes together," said the Emperor. He turned to his servant who had seen the man flying. "Say nothing about this. It was all a dream. If the story ever gets out, you will die." "You are kind, Emperor," said the servant. "No, not kind," said the old man. Beyond the garden wall he saw the guards burning the beautiful machine of paper and bamboo. "No, only confused and afraid." He saw the guards digging a pit to bury the ashes. What is the life of one man against those of a million others? I must take comfort from that thought. He took the key from his neck and once more wound up the beautiful little garden. He stood looking out at the Great Wall, the peaceful town, the green fields, the rivers and streams. He sighed. The tiny garden began to move. Tiny people walked in forests. Among the tiny trees flew little bits of bright blue and yellow color, flying in that small sky. "Oh," said the emperor, closing his eyes, "look at the birds, look at the birds."